Hello and welcome to my desk. Well, World of Watercolor Month is, just started this week, and I have been looking forward to start it up because I am working in this homemade little journal right here, and so far it's going very, very good. I just want to do a flip through of the first 4 days. I work in these small booklets, and in case that you want to see how I created one of these flap out books, it's on my channel. And then I think I also had a stream where I was talking about how I combined them into this gorgeous ongoing flapping motion right here. But I want to say that I've been working in this front booklet for 4 days, and it's no issue having a centerfold book, because it's just lies flat. So yeah, so far I think this setup kind of works. I'm not doing a lot of elaborate big things for this watercolor month because I also have my Patreon that I want to create content to. So I decided to just do small things for watercolor month, but still celebrate it. So the first prompt is pattern. I wasn't supposed to follow the prompt list, but I kind of ran out of ideas on the first day. So I just decided to run with the pattern, and they're created. You can go to doodlewash.com, their website, and it's Angela Fair who is the creator of the prompts this year. And one of the ambassadors to the World of Watercolor Month is our Lindsay the Frugal Crafter. So she has also uploaded some awesome things. Yesterday she did an upload about pattern, and she created a beautiful watercolor drawing. So that's so fun about this challenge, to see other people's drawings. But my pattern is this flower stand right here, and this is a rub-on. I've been going nuts with rub-ons lately. Okay, before I end this video, I can just quickly flip through my rub-on journey so far, so you can see how much I have embraced rub-on here in this summer here. And the pattern is, I drew it out here, this Roman Corinthian pillar, and then I read up about it, about the pattern and stuff, journal next to it, and I really like the approach of having a drawing and then some journaling next to it. I really like it a lot. So it's a different World of Watercolor journal this year compared to previous years. And then if you have noticed, there are some funky ways of spelling the prompts up here. It's because I have decided to use up as many of my letter stickers as I can, because they're just lying there year after year. So I took out a sheet of letter stickers, and I actually managed to put prompts with the stickers throughout this little book here. I managed to do like 11 prompts with the letter stickers, so it's a good way of using up your letter stickers if you're following along. And then prompt number 2 was rush, and here in Denmark we have a plant that calls brudelys, and its English name is rush. So I drew my depiction of it, and then I used stickers from an antiquarian sticker book. This is a die cut from a pattern paper from Stamperia. We got some rub-ons. We got some little piece of pattern paper and some planner stickers here, because planner and July goes together in my universe, because I used to follow the One Book July also. Yeah, so this is very untraditional for me to have like a page spread with collage and stickers and rub-ons and just strange things and the drawing, but I kind of like it, so I think I'm gonna continue throughout this challenge to just mix things up. Yesterday the prompt was turn, and I was thinking about this lady turning around and then her dress kind of following her body movement. And then there is this Danish poet called Benny Andersen. He has a quote in Danish, and if I translate it into English, he is saying like he strongly approves the approach of turning in the other cheek, but on the long run he's running out of cheeks. So very poorly translated by me, but it's a very familiar Danish quote. Like it a lot. I wanted to draw this bigger, you know, like because this was such a small little drawing, but it kind of, the style of painting, putting in paint, is more playful on a bigger substrate. So I went on in my journal and did a bigger page of this. I got this homemade spiral bound sketchbook. So I did this, and it was such a joy with the watercolor. As you can see, it's the same kind of style. I'm working with a paint box called Euphoria, but I keep calling it Euphobia, and it's from Jane Davenport. There's like 66 colors in here, and that's the paint that I used for her. And I just kind of like, you know, one of the things that I adore about watercolor is that wet in wet, and to see how the paint is just mingling. So this definitely was nice to paint, but maybe not so nice to look at when it's done because it's so loose, but very likable thing. The prompts for tomorrow is, no, the prompts for today is signal. It's true, it's the 4th of July today. Happy 4th of July for those who celebrate it. I wanted signal to be like first I was thinking like a traffic sign, like a U-turn sign or something. And then I thought it was so appropriate to put Romanist Realms logo in Mind the Gap for One Book July 2024, because as I said before, July is also the month where you do the One Book July, and I used to for years to follow Romanist Realm, and this year she's having focus on having gaps in your journal, in your planner actually. So if you skip the month in a planner, that could be like a gap. So her theme is under this logo this year, Mind the Gap. And I thought it was such a cool logo. It reminds me of this underground logo for a subway or something. So I chose that as a signal. And then I'm running out of the letter S in my sticker letters, but have a bunch of Z's. So I just switch out the S with a Z, so it's like signal. Oh my god. And I think there's like other places here also, like rusty. And then we got study. Oh dear, I know, but yeah, it works for me. Tomorrow the 5th is the prompt patch, and I think that I will be inspired by Janet M. Young. She has been doing some abstract art thing that she called crack art or something, because you get addicted to doing it like crack. So I think I want to call it like patches according to Janet M. Young, and then I'm gonna make it look like I took out a patch of her, the way that she's doing her geometric spreads. So that's in the cauldron for tomorrow. But so far, 4 days in, and I love it already. I don't even mind that this little journal is scattered over like 1 or 2 pages for each prompt, with a page that's decoupaged suddenly in the middle. I think it gives it just a nice flipping volume in this journal here, and I can have exactly like 10 to 11 prompts in that way in one little booklet. And since I'm having 3 of those booklets in this homemade journal, you can count that I can have the 30 prompt in this easily. It's not going to be a problem. So I'm off to a good start, but let me talk a little bit about all that rub-on thing. It started in this journal right here. It's a ring bound kind of yeah, it used to be like my planner cover, but then I drew these paintings here, and then I added these rub-ons that was gifted to me by Sandra. Also, the bike is a rub-on, and then I realized, oh my god, I think it looks so beautiful. You know, the way that they're just melting in these rub-on, this text next to, like this is rubbed on this text right here next to what I painted. So I got really interested in working more with these rub-ons. So I bought a bunch of rub-ons, and then I just went crazy. You know how it is. I still have to learn how to incorporate it so it doesn't look so clumsy. Like this is a little bit overwhelming, but I think it's overwhelming because the rub-ons are so big. They're not like fine and deep and small. Yeah, so I tried to get some rub-ons from Stamperia that are like smaller, and I think they work better. Like this is a rub-on, this small rose, and this and this, and the bird cage. And then I try also to work with washi tape. This is washi tape and stripes in the background, and more of these rub-ons, where I try to paint something that the rub-ons can be included to, so it kind of ends up being a cohesive drawing, if you want, if you can say it like that. So over at my Patreon, I have been working in this rub-on journal here. It's still a work in progress. I think I streamed. I'm not sure if this was the one. No, maybe not. But here I used a lot of die cuts and then some rub-ons over here. And this plant right here is a rub-on, and these books are die cuts. So I find it very effortless to create backgrounds and then embellish it with rub-ons and collaged in pieces. So it's just super nice. And then I think this was the one that I did on my YouTube channel, where I showed how I make the background, paint the table, the chair, and then the rest is actually die cuts from a paper pad. And then I got 2 rub-ons on this one here. And here I did something that was a big game changer. I talk about it a lot over at my Patreon, about instead of first drawing and finishing the drawing and then embellishing it with rub-ons, why not to begin with select the rub-ons you're gonna use and then make them match to what you're drawing. So it's like a reversed way of using them, you know, like you kind of determine what you want to draw because you're looking at the rub-ons that you know you're gonna place in. Because, you know, here I'm making the page and then I look at my rub-on sheets, what would fit, how can I embellish with what. So I got like no plan about what kind of rub-on I'm gonna use, but here it's totally planned out from the beginning that I wanted to use those 3. So now it's a fun way to look at it like that. So I took a collage door and glued it in, and then I worked on making this tomb thing, constructed and measured out to fit these two rub-ons right there. So yeah, it's really fun to work like that, and I think I got better and better. So here I got like a very cute page spread where everything is painted according to the size of the rub-on, so it fits into the scale. And here I'm using washi tape to decorate the pillow. Yeah, it's just super fun. And this is a couch, also done with the washi tape. The background using washi tape, and this beautiful rub-on here, and then that thing there that ended up being my day one pattern inspired by this page spread, actually right here. And this is because I dived into my bin of stickers and just are determined to use up my stickers. And then I had this sheet that most of us got left after we have used up a paper pattern from Kaisercraft or Echo Park. There was this single 12 by 12 sheet of stickers with just words and random things that matches the paper pad. And I had a lot of these left, and then I was thinking, how can I use it? So I was thinking, who are buying those ridiculous big signs that we see in hobby shops? The Live, Love, Laugh wall art deco. And I thought maybe the person who lives in this is having so many of them that she's decorating her porch with a bunch of these signs. So I just turned all those words into looking like wall hanger art. Yeah, any excuse to use a sticker, and I will fall into that. But as you can tell, I am leaning towards this approach of having journaling next to a drawing, next to some decoration. So it has infiltrated the World of Watercolor journal approach for 2024 to a similar construction, where it's going to be a mix of something I paint, something I write, and then some collage things, whatnot. But I love it. I love it. I think it's new for me to work like this, and I think it's such fun to explore it. So that was an update on my World of Watercolor 2024. So thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.